Good morning.
Good morning to you, Moxie.
What's going on?
How are you today? Can I take these off for a minute?
You can do whatever you want.
I appreciate you.
You don't want to wear them, don't wear them.
Is that better? All right, for a little bit. Sometimes it's better.
I personally...
I like variety, don't you?
I do like variety.
I do too. I have to.
So I have to start with this variety question because it's been on my brain because I don't understand why people have such a cow about it. Why is pineapple on pizza so bad?
I don't know. I've tried it.
You don't like it?
I like it. It's okay. I love pineapple.
I love pineapple.
I think it's because it's warm. It's warm pineapple.
But you put pineapple on ham when you cook it.
You do. You do, but that's different. Everything. I don't know.
It's warm pineapple.
Isn't it weird? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not mixing well with the cheese or what?
Is it because it's Italian and the Italians are like, no pineapple?
Yeah, true. We've never put pineapple on
pineapple?
Our stuff.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. And plus I think it doesn't mix well with the spiciness.
See, that's what I think it does.
Of the sauce.
Of the sauce,
yes.
That's my favorite part, and that's exactly why I like pineapple on pizza. I like the fact that the pineapple changes the acidity and a little bit of the flavor of the sauce.
Well, you're probably right. That could be it.
Say that again.
You're right.
I don't ever hear that, so woo. You know what I want to do right now? Where's the blur? Where's the blur?
Okay, but all right. You know what you forgot?
What?
I'm so disappointed in you.
What?
Your shaker.
I didn't bring the shaker skull.
You didn't bring the shaker
I was too busy
skull.
trying to bring these guys.
Okay, that's all right. You bring it next time.
Listen, you can't blame E.T.
I can't.
Eggs and toast.
Eggs and toast.
Jojo.
How you doing? Yep.
And everybody needs to help me come up with a name for the mushroom, but we're thinking it could be mushy.
It could mushy.
Mushy.
Mushy. Mushy.
Mushy.
Mushy. And mushy. We'll see. We could.
Somebody might give us something better.
We'll have some by now. We're going to look through all of them. We're looking through them right now.
Do you drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee. No.
Ever?
No, never.
So when I was younger, I hated coffee. I thought it was, I would take a sip of like my great uncle's or my dad's, and I would think it was the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I do. I'm trying to think at which point did I start drinking coffee? Probably high school.
Wow.
Probably because we would go out to what was called the Waitley Diner, and it never would close, so you could be there 24 hours, and they had jukeboxes.
We went there before.
Yes. So they have jukeboxes right at the booths, like the old-fashioned kind where you flip through and pick a song. And
Stay on that mic for me.
Oops, sorry.
I appreciate
and
you.
push the number in there.
There you go.
And pick what song you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put quarters in there. Just put some quarters in there. Yeah, I loved it.
So I think that's when I started drinking coffee. We would try to like make the sugar thing.
Yeah.
We're like, we'll go when it's empty.
Coffee. Try to get me coffee ice cream. I could barely get to that. I don't mind it, but I'm not my first choice.
You gotta have the gelato espresso chocolate chip. That's delicious.
Wow. I think maybe if coffee was flavorful, like what you just described.
That's what the cream is for, or the flavored coffees.
I know. I just never got in that habit. I was always like OJ. I'd have to have my OJ in the morning.
I want to hear from our fans.
You know,
who are the coffee people and who are not the coffee people. So I'll put a post on our page on Facebook. Okay. And we'll do a poll to see who likes coffee and who doesn't like coffee.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be in there with not. No, I know. You know, I know. I'm sorry. You can have one of our cups there. So our Mayo and Moxie cup.
That's right.
Good to the last drop.
Good to the last drop.
Oh my goodness.
What kind of food did you grow up with?
I grew up with a lot of spaghetti.
Really?
Spaghetti meatballs, ham and mashed potatoes and green beans and peas and corn.
Lots of mashed potatoes.
And lasagna. And pork chops.
And
chicken.
Chicken legs.
And
shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Does your mother have stovetop stuffing?
Had some stovetop, had homemade stuffing.
I like homemade stuffing.
Yep, turkey.
Nice. Did you guys ever go out
pizza,
to eat?
Yeah, pizza. We used to bring stuff home a lot. We never
Yeah.
really. I don't really recall going out to a
either.
restaurant that much.
Nope.
And I can't remember what restaurants were even around back then. I know
went to
we
the
had like this
Homestead back in the day.
Turnbull's where we used to live, Turnbull's,
Yep.
which is by on Mohawk Trail,
Okay.
by where the Big Y is now.
Okay.
Or and Aldi's is going up over there.
Yep. I don't remember going out to eat that much either.
Yeah.
Besides like a McDonald's when we were on the road to Maine.
Once a
or
week,
something.
we'd go to McDonald's, like on a Thursday. I remember my mother used to get paid.
We would pick up grinders or pizza
Yeah, we do too.
and watch movies or something.
Yeah,
But going out to eat for a family of 5 is expensive.
it is.
Try to go out to eat for a family of 5 right now. Could you imagine?
No, it's a lot.
Oh my goodness.
It is a lot.
I feel sorry for the restaurant interest.
Yeah, I know. We've all seen him come and go, and it's
As a
sad.
former caterer, I'm
know?
sad about the mom and pop food industry.
I know it. And
I
during
think
COVID
killed it.
COVID killed it.
You can't compete against I know Domino's made a killing because
Delivery.
I'm really sorry for that little remark right there.
Yeah.
Because during COVID, they could do the delivery and like that.
Yes,
Like that. And that would be any mom and pop restaurant. Yes, they have delivery, but they don't pop out pizza as fast as Conveyor Belt
Yeah.
pizza. And then you had some other I can't remember the other places. Like DoorDash was busy. Instacart was busy just bringing food.
Yes.
So the
They were
small
essential
restaurant, mom and
workers.
pops died.
Yeah, they did. It's sad.
And they're still struggling. And they're still struggling. And
Right.
I mean, if the big chain industries took like what these mom and pops could make and put it into restaurants, which I think the closest one that tried to do that is Cracker Barrel. I think is the closest to trying to make
I finally went
your
there.
mom and pop food.
Yeah, have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make your mom and pop food,
Yes.
but yet be a chain.
You know what I love, which nobody can make really well?
What?
And maybe you can make it. Chicken and dumplings.
Oh.
Can anyone make a
I
dumpling? Like a
love
good dumpling. Like
chicken and
I got that
dumplings.
down at the Cracker Barrel.
The dumpling is important
It is very important.
because there's
That's
some
part of
bad
it.
dumplings out there.
There is.
Nobody likes the uncooked ones.
There's some bad ducky dumplings. Anyway, but that's, because nobody can do it right. It's always end up really mushy. It's not the right consistency,
Pork chops.
you
Pork chops is a difficult one.
Yeah.
Pork chops get dried out a lot.
3-4 minutes on each side when you put your stuff on there, whatever you're doing, and it comes out perfect. One of my roommates perfected it.
My mom would dry them out so bad that the only like juiciness you got was next to the bone.
So is that why you have to have the applesauce
With
it, because they dry out so much?
Absolutely. Yep. Mhm.
And did you know?
What?
Did you know? I always do.
Maybe,
Did you
maybe.
know? Now you know. Did you know that pigs cannot get rid of their toxins? So we get rid of the toxins when we eat the meat through our
Hey,
liver.
I appreciate you, Bacon.
Through our liver.
I'll help you out.
Okay,
I'll help
just
you
so
out.
you know.
I'll help you out.
Isn't that funny though? Isn't that weird how they cannot get rid of? Stop.
Sorry.
It's hilarious. You make me laugh so much. My face
I could make you
hurts.
cry. Would you prefer?
Yeah, I do. I am sensitive. So if you say something that's going to make me sad, like
I don't know if I should say this, but speaking of sensitive, I have to say I grew up with a friend who was sensitive to the yodeling of the Sound of Music.
oh,
Hold on, I can't yodel. but-
yole yole. That
No.
one.
Do 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 do.
Oh, that one.
Yole
Yeah.
yole yole. Hee hoo. And she'd be like, stop it.
Oh, really?
And we would all be like, "Tin, tin, tin, tin." And she'd be like, ah.
Oh my goodness,
Tin, 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 tin.
that's wild. So what makes me cry now is
no.
because something that makes me not cry but really sad is we remember Fire Aid, when the California wildfires, right? Everything was burning out in California.
Yep.
Right. And they did a Fire Aid concert.
Good Lord.
And there was a lot of stars came together to try to make some money.
Sure.
So, no doubt, Gwen Stefani, and no doubt, Don't Speak, that song, Don't Speak, you know just what you're saying.
Yeah.
That one, right? She did it live. I cried.
Really?
Yeah, because at the end, don't tell me 'cause it hurts. So at the end of it, I always have a tear in my eye now. And so at the end it says, don't tell me 'cause it... And then everyone's screaming, right? And at the end, and the tune comes back on, it hurts. And then the way she said it, you gotta hear it. I just cry. And I'm so sad because of what happened. I think what the word I want to look for? I don't know. Sympathize with the people.
Sure.
And so with the song and that.
Yeah.
It's just the two together.
Listen, if a musician can make you feel that, they're a great musician.
They are.
Really, honestly, if musicians and movie stars can make you feel a certain way, they're doing their job.
Yes. And her voice, that's what happened. And I play it on the radio sometimes. I'm on the radio. So
it's the Sarah McLachlan song.
Yeah. Oh.
In the arms of an angel. Oh my God, that poor dog.
That's so sad, right? And we were talking about too off air about Leanne Womack.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, that song.
What is it?
If you dance.
Yeah.
I
think it's if you dance.
Should you dance or something?
Don't you dance?
Oh my goodness!
I have to look it up.
Music.
I hope you dance.
I hope you
dance, and it's one of my favorites.
My mom gave me that song when I was younger because I had gone through a divorce and life was getting hard, and she said, "This is what I want for you." And so, I wonder if I can find that in my house because she wrote in it.
Oh, in the record?
Like back in the day when you could get a single.
Yes.
And you could just open it.
Cassette
and it was
single?
No, it was a CD single.
Oh, CD single. Yes, you could. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, you could buy a CD or a cassette tape that had 1 to 2 songs on it only for like $4 or $5.
Yeah. And you can get them on sale for like $1.99, and the ones that are older, because I used to go there because I had a DJ business for 35 years, and we used to go to the record store on Main Street in Greenfield, and I went to see all the new ones that came out, and I still have a lot of cassette singles right now in this huge white bag, and I saved, and I posted online one time, and people were like, "Wow, look at all these." With NXS.
Oh,
and
yes.
They're all on there. Like all these ones that I played for the radio.
Do you want to know what my first one was that I bought?
What?
Okay. It was a Boston trip in elementary school. Going to Quincy Market and all the shops. And for some reason, because my dad loved the show Cops.
The what?
The show Cops.
The show? Oh, the show Cops.
Yeah,
okay.
so I was
where
like...
are the show Cops?
That would be entertaining. And then
a lot of them put on a show.
That's another topic.
It is.
But I found the song by Inner Circle. Bad boys, bad boys.
Yes.
What you gonna do?
Right, remember?
What you gonna do
the whole
when
song
they come
came out.
for
You could buy the whole song.
Yes, by Inner Circle. That was my first single that I purchased.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Bad boys, what you wanna do?
Well, I think
when the sheriff come from for you.
It was what was the movie that was on?
Oh, I don't know.
Will Smith.
Was it?
Chris Rock?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, Bad Boys. Yeah, Bad Boys. Yep.
Okay. I just totally had that was an old person brain fart. That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like.
Imagine if we all did that when
the whole world froze.
If we had a brain fart. Yeah, right. Brain fart. Why do we say that?
I don't know. It doesn't make a sound.
Where did that come from?
It just should be like Spacehead moment, or I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just because it's stupid. I was stupid. Brain fart.
It's one of those weird sayings that
we
are
all
around.
act stupid. We were talking about that too.
It's fun to act stupid,
right? David was talking about that, right, David? About being all humans are kind of stupid in their own way.
Absolutely.
That's why we do stupid stuff. We
Absolutely.
all do it.
We all do something
don't even know
stupid.
it. Yeah, at least, yeah. I mean, can you remember the last time you did something
I want to hear
stupid?
your stupid stories in the comments.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Right there, so anyway, but yeah, I was
Oh, here we go. Are you
What?
folks ready?
yeah, ready.
David has looked this up for us, what brain fart means.
Thank you, David.
The phrase brain fart.
Uh-huh.
You started me off with this word?
What's it say?
Colloquialism? Colloquialism? Meaning a sudden lapse in memory, thought, or comprehension, often resulting in a mistake or forgetting something.
Ah.
Thank you, David. Thank you for that dictionary moment. So that is a brain fart.
Okay.
Yeah, I have those a lot then.
I
I feel like I need a whoopee cushion with me every time.
But I'm just wondering how it was made up. Like who
Somebody did.
who actually said
Listen, do we
brain
really
fart?
want to
Do
go
we
with
know-
which words
you
were
know?
made up?
Well, we could. but
I've been
whatever.
saying Farfenugan, which means I love to drive.
Okay.
And I didn't know.
All right.
So
They are
all
not
these-
they are not a sponsor of Mayo and Moxie.
So for some reason, I just started saying that. So every elementary school kid that I had for after school is going to think Farfenugan is a substitute swear word when it really just means I love to drive.
All right.
That's how words are made up.
Yeah.
And sayings.
We
and
make up a lot of words.
All kinds of weird sayings. Your grandparents didn't say sayings. Nobody said sayings.
Yeah, I don't remember.
If the shoe
That's the hard
fits.
thing. Yeah. All those sayings that we have.
If the shoe fits.
Fits. The shoe fits. Man, I'm drawing a blank of what some things are.
You don't even know the pickup lines? Come on, you gotta think of old time pickup lines.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a
That
brain.
dress
I got a
looks good
brain
on you,
fart
but
right
it looked
now.
better on
brain
my
fart.
floor. Brain fart.
Brain fart.
We'll be back right after this message.
Okay, I'm back. No, but yeah, like we like different sayings too. Like everyone used to say "sweet" for a while.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wicked.
Wicked. We say that.
Massachusetts is the only state that uses
It's a
wicked for everything. Like
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Like it's wicked.
wicked cool.
That is wicked cool. That's wicked awesome.
Can I say, you will be spotted in other states when you use the word wicked. I
Yeah.
went to Las Vegas for 5 days, saw tons of people, went to this fancy bar,
Yeah.
and got this drink called Toad Suck Pond.
Okay.
Toad Suck Pond. It looked like pond water. It was delicious, but looked nasty. I don't know.
You look like algae.
It's kind of like they just
okay.
went, oh, here you go. And I said, that's wicked cool. And they all went,
They
you're
laughed?
from Massachusetts. And I was like, how did you know? You said wicked.
That's wild.
They all knew that
Wow.
I'm saying they all. I mean,
In
like the people
Tennessee?
right there in the Las Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Okay.
so
Tennessee. I don't know where did I get
very
Tennessee
different
from.
place. I haven't been
I
there
could have
yet.
sworn you said Tennessee.
No.
right.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Which I would love.
Viva.
If anybody wants to go to Las Vegas, take me. I will go with you.
Okay. I actually went there for the first time.
I loved it.
One of my friends, we went.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, I saw the sphere was actually being built then.
Nice.
That's when I went, and we stayed right across the street from there.
My sister and her
And so-
husband treated me on our 40th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
To Vegas?
To Vegas. And they upgraded us for like $20 more. They're like, for $20 more, would you like to upgrade? And we're all like, per day? And they're like, no, all together. We're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so upgrade.
That's good.
We went to Cosmopolitan, which was the new upcoming top hotel at the time for young and fresh. And so we were the third floor from the top.
Oh,
We had a balcony.
nice.
We had a jacuzzi tub,
Oh, cool.
furniture on
Those
our
are
balcony.
great.
I was like, oh, and
Wow.
my view was the Bellagio fountain.
Nice.
That was fantastic.
We were staying south of there.
Okay.
Of all that. And we actually walked. We
Fremont?
walked. Yeah, we walked. And we saw like a lot of homeless people just putting their heads on the curb.
Yeah.
And a lot of trash. Like we must have been in
On
the trash
Fremont
area.
Street? Where did you
No, this
go?
was like south of where,
Oh, you
where the
went on the
Sphere
s-
is. We were by the Sphere,
Okay.
which was now, it wasn't that popular then because they were building the Sphere there and they wanted to make it better. So now it's hustle and bustle.
Ah.
But there was a lot of trash. I remember walking everywhere. It's like this piece of paper here and homeless people
I did
there.
not have
We
that
just-
feeling.
Yeah. And like there was nobody around where we were.
We had a giant boot. Do you remember from what was that Christmas movie? Something Story.
Yeah, the Christmas Story.
The Christmas Story, the
Yeah,
boot.
yeah.
So you could get the boot and you could fill it with a drink of your choice.
Oh, wow.
So myself and my sister's husband,
like full?
full. Each got one, right?
Wow.
And we're drinking it, It's hot.
Yeah, very hot.
Not paying attention to how fast you're drinking it because it tastes like
Yes.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And we're done and we're both like, oh, we need to eat something.
Yeah, I
And so
should
we're
eat first.
responsible, not driving, walking.
Uh-huh.
And then we look around and we're like, let's go to White Castle. Like typical White Castle movie. We go to White Castle. Can I just say, why? I have been waiting for years to go to this White Castle.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like steamed burgers. And they're
tiny?
they're tiny, but
Yeah.
it's like steamed grilled
Wow.
burgers. And I was like, this is it? All right. I mean,
That's
maybe because they're
odd.
small and cheap.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Tell
Yeah.
me.
I forget where I
Tell
went to get some
me.
fries and burgers. And that was
When you
it.
went-
Yeah,
yeah?
I went there. Yeah.
It's expensive for everything.
It is expensive. Uh-huh.
For everything.
They know you're going to Vegas. You're going to gamble. I just didn't even go.
Yeah,
I
we did
walked through,
some.
but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
We-
I'm not a big gambler.
We did a lot of sightseeing. I remember eating in this court and saw these people just kept coming out of this thing that said stairwell. Mm-hmm. Exit stairwell. We're like, why are people, where are they going?
Yeah.
That they're coming out of this stairwell. So
It goes right around to the other room where they gamble.
Well,
Oh.
I asked somebody who came out, excuse me, what's down the stairwell? And he goes, no, it's a hidden bar.
Oh.
And I was like, what?
And you went.
So in between the walls of two restaurants at the square is called the Ghost Donkey. Look for the Ghost Donkey in Las Vegas. And it is a small Mexican margarita bar with lights and the fiesta music. And they'll make you fancy margaritas. It's small, but it's in between two restaurants,
That's
between
all.
the walls.
Oh, wow. So the cops
Ghost
can't find it.
Donkey. It was really cool.
Guys, here come the cops. Shh, quiet. Quiet. Shh, 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 shh.
I tell you, I don't.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
It was cool. It was cool. I had
That's
so
cool.
much fun. I
That's
had
good.
so much fun.
Yeah,
And
it
we-
was really hot. It was like super, super
It's hotter
duper
than you
hot.
think it would be.
is, yeah. Like, you can't stand outside for a long time. You can't. You have to wait. That's why everyone goes out at night.
How was your flight? Can I ask? How was
The flight was good. Yeah, the flight was good. It was perfect.
No,
Yep.
that did not happen for
And
us.
I have to have those ear things in because I cannot, my ears do not pop. So they make these, it's like, you put them in, if you're going to put your, whatever they're in there, I forget what you call them, but for, that they have a little tiny piece of tiny metal in there with a hole. So when you're going up and down, it does a little click in your ear. And it's very faint, but you can hear it.
Interesting.
And it keeps the pressure. So, because I came down before.
Can you
I
try to
remember,
yawn?
yeah,
Nothing?
I tried yawning. It's just not working.
Eating?
Yeah, so it hurt so bad when I came coming back to the ground, and ever since then I have to have those.
Huh.
Yeah.
Our flight was not good. It was windy. Very,
Oh no, that's like a bunch of bouncing.
very windy. And I've done 2 flights in my life, and I'm terrified, right? And I'm like, all right, we're almost there. This is good. I'm like, I see Vegas. I'm looking out the window. I see, there goes Vegas. I'm looking at the
no.
sky again. I'm like, what's happening? And we're feeling a little bit of turbulence. And I can't remember exactly how it went, but we're experiencing some high winds. So we're just going to try this again. And I'm like, what the bleep, bleep?
Wow.
What? And I'm like, ooh. And you hear the professional people
It's better than running out of gas.
that have flown all the time be like, oh my God. And I'm going, the people that fly all the time are scared.
Oh man. Oh,
And
wow.
so it's crabbing is called when you come in and it's windy and your plane is a little bit sideways.
Yes.
And then it turns and then it goes.
Yeah.
So we had to do that. Same thing with the flight back. It
I
was
think I've been
so
on a plane and
windy.
did that once. Yeah. You're
I
just
had the
like, what are
worst.
they doing? Like they're like
Yeah.
coming in on an angle type thing.
Like, no, that's not the tarmac. No, that's how I felt. I was like, make
Yeah.
it quick.
Did
But,
you have a window seat?
I did.
Excuse me.
But we were in the back and we got flight sickness on the way home. When we were home, I was sick for 2 weeks throwing up.
Wristbands.
Throwing.
I swear by
We were
them.
fine fine when we were at Vegas, but on the way home, we were all sick, and it's believed when you're in the back of a plane, you have less oxygen technically.
Do you?
Because they pump it from the front and it goes to the back.
Oh, interesting.
So don't get the back seats.
Okay.
And then you feel more of the turbulence.
Yeah.
They run out of food when you're in the back. I'm sorry, we're out of food. Would you like complimentary alcohol?
I thought they keep the
Yes.
food in the back, so if anything ever happened.
They do, but they bring it to the front first.
That's why, yeah, they start their way, they come up, and then they start in the front.
So they
and then
always ran
come
out
back
of
down.
food when it was our flight because it was a 7-hour flight.
That's bad.
And
That's
I was like, well,
bad preparation.
I did sneak some food on.
You did?
I did.
You can bring food. You can bring your own snacks.
I didn't. No. Well, if it's not opened
Yeah.
or something weird, I can't remember.
You
But
can have it in your your carry-on bag.
I thought you couldn't.
Yeah, no, you can.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you can bring your own. Well, at least now you can.
But the flight was. I cried. I didn't cry out loud. Tears just came down. And my sister's husband held my hand and he said, "It's okay. It's okay." And I'm like,
Wow.
So I have a fear of heights, but it's a weird fear of heights.
That's weird.
So my legs stop, so I can't do escalators
can't.
coming down. I can sort of going up.
I
So
would
if
shake my excuse me. Oh my goodness. A lot of
dry in
allergies
here.
and allergies too.
if you have a real phobia, not like I'm scared of the dark. Like if you have a phobia of the dark, your
Yes.
body's going to react.
It does. Like my legs will shake if I'm really too high on something, like say something thin, if I'm trying to balance like on a big balance beam, like in the air, like 15 stories, which I've never done.
I was going to say, well, when did you do this one?
I'm just seeing if you were listening to me.
I missed
But
that.
anyway, I could balance just on anything, and you know. But you know how you used to get those if you're walking on something and it's glass.
Oh,
and-
no,
and
I don't do things like
and
that.
And then if you're going up somewhere and it's glass and it's right under your feet and you can kind of see like that. That's when I would probably like and just,
My sister's stairs she has no backs to them to go upstairs, and they're kind of
Oh.
tall, and it freaks me out.
yeah.
For two reasons: somebody's gonna grab my foot. Somebody's coming, and somebody's gonna grab my foot. Escalators. I'm like, it's stairs floating in the air.
Yeah.
No. If I stand on the edge of a ledge of something, somebody's pushing me or it's going to crumble.
See, I don't care about those.
And my
Yeah.
legs just won't move. They freeze.
Wow.
They freeze. I start to sweat. I'm getting slowly better. I had a fear of spiders. I still do. Not quite as bad as I used to.
Good, because they're our friends.
When spiders pop up on my phone as pictures, though,
You don't like that?
I huck my phone. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I was doing those never seen photos that will shock you. And I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, cool. And then it's like, what a spider's face really looks like up close. I'm like, ah!
It's pretty wild.
And I
isn't
didn't
it?
want to see
Yeah.
my phone. I didn't care if it was broken. I just could hear it on a loop. And I'm like, I know that spider's face is going to be there when I pick it up.
I saw this video, and this big someone playing pranks on people, and they had this big spider like say up on the wall.
Oh, I've seen
Did you see
those.
that? And
Yeah.
so the lady comes into the room, and then Sal sees it there, but it gets and all of a sudden, like somehow they have it attached to some wire or something, and it just comes right at them. It comes right out, and they're like freaking out.
But this is
I
how
laughed.
phobias are born,
I
okay?
laughed so hard. Sleeping
You got to
too.
be careful when you trick people
Oh,
like that.
I know.
I tried to do that to a boyfriend once. I hid behind a door. And I went, run!
And he shoved the door in your face.
He drop kicked me to the floor.
Yeah, because
and I was
reaction.
like,
That first reaction, right?
that first
Yeah.
reaction is like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, here's a side note, anybody. Don't scare me like that. I carry pepper spray.
Yeah, I noticed. It's pink.
It's pink and
Yeah.
I carry it. Don't scare me.
Right. You know, another good prank is the one where they're golfing, and they put the snake on some like
Oh!
fishing line. So hey, there's a snake there,
Yes.
and then they run. It's following them, and they're falling
love
down.
those.
Isn't that the most hilarious,
I love
hilarious thing I've ever seen? It's super funny.
So along with our glitter bombs, which I think
Yes,
we need to...
we're coming soon.
Yes, we're going to videotape how we make those, I
Yes,
think.
yeah.
I think that we should ask if we can go to certain stores. I don't think it's going to work, but I would love it. And do the tape thing across the doorway where girls' eyelashes are come off or their glasses and it sticks to the tape. I'm like...
Hilarious.
I don't want to put the cellophane over the toilet seat in a public toilet.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
I was always put the rubber band around the hose on the sink.
Oh, really?
Prankster. My mom's like, could you take that off? And I would take it off, put it back on. Could you take that off? Put it back on.
The rubber band?
You put a rubber band around the hose trigger when they turn the water on.
On the trigger, on the hose
Yeah.
part. Yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah. So when they turn on
I
the
was going to
water
be like,
comes
let
out.
me show you.
I've seen that before. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh my goodness.
But you notice how people get wet like that and they just freak out?
Yeah.
You know, but even, they
Your
go in the
clothes aren't
even in the
ruined.
rain.
They're
Yeah,
gonna dry.
They're going to dry. Even going in the rains. Like you've never gotten
I like
wet
the
before.
going in the rain.
You've never got wet. You're going to dry off. I can't get my hair
I'm
wet.
too sweet. I'm going to melt.
I can't do this. You know, they're running from their car because it's pouring out. Run. You're still going to get wet.
I'm like, well, you left. When you left, it could have rained. See, I prepare, and then people tell me, "Ooh, I have too much stuff in my car."
Yeah.
So which is it? I'm prepared, or have too much stuff in my car.
Right. Or trying to jump over the puddles.
That's my favorite.
I hate doing that. You got to try to find, you don't want to keep stepping in puddles.
You've seen my driveway.
Yeah.
It's a lake.
Yeah.
It's a lake.
Yeah. It's not that bad. Just part of it.
We'll call it a pond. It's smaller.
There's a few little ponds in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So when I open the door after taking Ragnar for a walk on a rainy day and he sees that, because that's where I park, he looks at me.
He's like, you going? Are we really going?
I have to jump into the water to get out of the car?
Uh-huh.
But that's a lot of water, Mama. Can you pick me up?
Yeah.
Pick me up. I don't want to drop. That's water. That's what he does. He doesn't want to jump in the puddle from the car. Yet I go walking and hiking the other day. And we see a pond. And he drags me into said pond and goes nuts. This is not the dog I knew last year.
Oh, Ragnar, I love your dog.
So now Ragnar has a life jacket coming in.
Yeah.
We'll bring him to the studio sometime.
We're going to introduce him.
His
one of
life
these days.
jacket has a shark fin on it.
Oh, that's cute.
Absolutely. So my dog doesn't doggy paddle. This is how you doggy paddle. Doggy paddle is 2 hands. Back and forth, up and down, right? He does 2 hands, same time. Kerplunk. Kerplunk.
That's
kerplunk.
cute.
That's what he does.
That's cute.
I'm hoping he
We'll meet
learns.
him. On that note,
I got to snuggle him. He misses me.
to say,
We got to go.
gotta go again. It's your
again.
favorite time of day.
This is where I pout everybody. If I could whine and pout, it's going to be right now.
Right now. But we'll be back.
We'll
and
be
you
back.
can always watch other episodes of us.
Absolutely. Check them out.
We're getting to have a lot. And so,
Where are we going to be showing our faces next? May 31st.
May 31st,
Yeah, what's happening?
we are going to the Brewfest, the Brattleboro Brewfest.
Fabulous.
Yeah, at BrattleboroBrewersFestival.com.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to be at the Guilford Fairgrounds on Saturday, May 31st from 12:30 to 4:30, and you can see me and you like pouring some beers for
Pour some
people.
beer.
Yeah, we're going to pour some brews. And there's going to be...
I'm excited.
There's going to be games. There's going to be giant Jenga.
Giant Jenga.
Giant
I
Jenga.
want to play.
There's going to be cornhole.
I love cornhole.
There's going to be a keg toss.
Keg toss.
Yes, even
Come
for-
on, you big and burlies.
Even for old geezers.
That's right.
You can do the
Nice.
you can do the mini keg toss.
I'm excited.
There's going to be a band called Groove Prophet.
Groove Prophet.
Groove Prophet's going to be
This is the
there.
Brattleboro Brewfest at the Guilford Fairgrounds,
Yes.
May 31st.
Yes.
Hope to see you there.
And
Now we got to
it's gonna be
go.
great. Plenty of free parking too.
Free parking.
Come on by and see Mayo and Moxie.
Love you guys.
All right? You guys take care.
Bye, honey.
Bye-bye. See ya. Good to the last drop.
Good to the last drop.
Oh my goodness.